Let me ask you a question. Does it ever happen to you that you sleep for 10, 12, even 14 hours a day, but still you wake up fatigued and groggy in the morning? And this problem might have been with you for months, even years, but still, no matter how much you sleep, it won't go away. In this video, I'm going to talk about 4 medical reasons that why this might happen to you. And if you have any one of those symptoms, there is a chance that how much you sleep won't solve your problem. Hello there. If you're new here, first of all, welcome to my channel. My name is Mahamud. I'm a biomedical scientist and I have a PhD in molecular medicine. So what I was saying, like 12 to 14 hours of sleep, but still you won't feel refreshed, right? Most of the time, what happens that we assume that more sleep is equal to more rest. But the sleep science tells a different story. This is what happens when you have quality sleep. When you go into deep sleep or slow wave sleep, that's when our body's repair mechanism kicks in. Hormonal balance begins, muscle recovery starts, and our brain's detoxification process begins. But if our sleep gets interrupted, then this is a phenomenon called sleep fragmentation. And this is our first point where most of the people even don't know that they have it, which is sleep apnea. Explain sleep apnea in a simplest term. Because of various reasons, our body cannot breathe while we are in sleep at night. And our brain is always alert because of that. Sometimes you see some people snore a lot, very loud, and sometimes it feels like they are choking during the sleep. There's a big chance that they might have sleep apnea. And studies showed that sleep apnea patients, they wake up almost 20 to 30 times a night without knowing that. And brain is always alert. What's the results? It is obvious that in the morning you will feel very exhausted. You will feel not very refreshed, very groggy, because without knowing it, you woke up 20 to 30 times a night. So if you think that you have sleep apnea and your partner is complaining about your snoring, I definitely will recommend you to talk to your doctor. They'll give you a specific regimen, even sometimes a specific device that can help you with the sleep apnea. And briefly, I'll tell you the reasons for sleep apnea. Smoking, age-related, it could be hormonal-related, it could be neurological, and finally, weight gain. If you gain substantial weight, if you're obese or your BMI is high, there is a chance that you might get sleep apnea. So I would recommend you to not to self-diagnose, and definitely if you're having that kind of symptoms, go to a doctor. This is the best thing that you can do to restore your sleep. But is it only sleep apnea that causes the sleep disruption? Actually not. Many times our biological clock, which we call body clock, is out of sync. And from here comes the second sleep problem, which is called circadian misalignment, where your sleep is fine, but your timing is wrong. This is called body clock problem. So our body has its internal clock, which we call circadian rhythm, or sometimes we call it body clock. It's like when we should sleep, when we should wake up, when the hormones are gonna release. All these are controlled by our body clock. Our biological rhythm syncs, but the problem happens when our internal body clock does not align with the outside clock. So, for example, that you have a tendency to go to sleep at night, and though you sleep for 8 hours, you will not feel refreshed because your body was aligned or synced to sleep at nighttime. Even if you sleep at daytime, it's very difficult to align that timing with your internal body clock. That's why even if you sleep exact time in daytime, will feel different when you sleep at nighttime. So that's why it's always better to sleep at nighttime rather than thinking that 8 to 9 hours of sleep anytime will help you to get the same results. So right now, I assume that you don't have sleep apnea and your sleep pattern aligns with your circadian rhythm, but you still feel groggy and not feeling very refreshed when you wake up. And that's where point number 3 comes in. So there's something that's happening that many people don't know is causing fatigue or grogginess after you wake up, which is hormonal and metabolic imbalance. Especially coming from a South Asian culture, we don't think about like hormone and metabolic conditions or diseases that might disrupt your sleep. So we all know that our body creates energy through metabolism, that we all know. And this metabolism is controlled by many hormones like insulin, cortisol, thyroid, and disruption or imbalance of these hormones can disrupt your sleep. Because of those hormonal imbalance, it doesn't matter how much you sleep, you will not feel refreshed when you wake up. Especially hyperthyroidism, that means the people having less thyroid hormone, even they sleep a lot, when they wake up, they feel groggy, they don't feel refreshed, they feel fatigued and very heavy, very slow to do any kind of work. Along with that, deficiencies in 2 vitamins also reduce the the sleep quality. Those are iron and vitamin B12. Iron and B12 helps to carry oxygen and nutrition to the cells. When we have deficiencies, our body cannot recover as quickly as before. Studies showed that people with iron deficiencies can have 20% less deep sleep compared to others. And because of that, even if you sleep for a long time, you feel unrest. If that's the case, I would recommend you to go to a doctor and ask for a basic health screening. A doctor will help you to screen if you have deficiencies of any of those hormones or the vitamins. But still, I'm assuming that you don't have sleep apnea. You have a very good circadian alignment with your sleep pattern, and also you don't have any vitamin deficiencies. And still, you feel fatigue after you wake up in the morning. Because sometimes sleep problem is not in our body, it's in our mind. And that's why we must have to check point number 4, which is depression and stress. Have you ever experienced this, that at night you are very, very tired, but you cannot go to sleep? Your body feels like breaking down, but you won't have sleep. And there is a term for this, which is called non-restorative sleep because of emotional exhaustion. That means your body wants rest, but your mind or your brain is hyper alert. Let me give you an example. Suppose you had an intense football or basketball game early in the day, and you gave it all for the game. You come back home, you go to bed, your whole body aches, but still you cannot go to sleep. It's because of stress and emotional exhaustion. This is temporary, but if you have anxiety and depression staying with you for a longer period of time, which is not good for you. Neuroscience studies showed that those who are in a chronic anxiety and depression, part of their brain called amygdala, which helps control our emotion, stays hyperactive. During this emotional roller coaster, the deep sleep that's supposed to happen gets shortened. REM sleep has its own problem, and the hormones, those supposed to help to repair our body, get disrupted. And sometimes you'll see that people around us who are very depressed, they want to sleep for a long period of time. And even after a long sleep, they won't feel very, very rested. They will feel fatigued and groggy. And hypersomnia is very common in people with depression. And they will have massive daytime fatigue. Because we have to remember that the sleep is not going to fix your depression, but consulting with a doctor to fix your depression might help to get restorative sleep. By the way, if you want to watch more science-based healthy habit and productivity hacks, give it a like to this video and see you in the next video. Thank you.